Hey there, Mike Dunn with Gamingtrend, and we're here at Gen Con 2025. And we've got Will Schick from Atomic Mass Games, our good friend Will.
Hey.
And he's going to tell us a little bit about the new Legion stuff that you've got going on.
I'm gonna do my best because we got a lot of stuff going
Yeah,
on.
I know. This could
So
take a while.
we'll try to keep. I know there's a lot of show to see. We'll try to keep it snappy. Yeah. So one of the really exciting things that we have going on at this Gen Con is we have the pre-release launch of a lot of our new second edition Legion products. So for those who might not know, last year we announced that Legion was going to go through a big relaunch. We've redone a lot of the rules. We've updated the core rules. We've rebalanced units. We've done a whole lot of work. Keeping Legion as people knew it, if you played it before and you're a veteran, as close as possible, but just doing a lot of quality of life stuff, trying to bring the game into a more modern era, get it ready for the next, hopefully 5-10 years before, we go through and kind of do another big rebalance, things like that.
And that's been something that you guys have been doing across the whole line, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you guys have been doing that with Marvel Crisis Protocol. That's cool. It's like setting the foundation.
Yeah.
The awesome
Yeah,
stuff
we had some pretty significant kind of like adjustments or changes to specific core rules. So like cover works differently now, which that was a big one. It allowed us to increase the squad sizes of the units. So now more like your traditional war game, like your big mass action battle games, units can be min size or max size. So we're now seeing units of like 10 stormtroopers on the table and things like that. A lot more opportunities for players to customize their armies, build things out, see those more dynamic, exciting battles. We increased the overall game size to allow players to either take more units or more characters. One of the big things that we kept getting over and over from feedback was players wanted to see more of those iconic Star Wars characters on the table. But in a big battle game, right, the central focus of those games is units.
Right.
So you don't want to turn it into kind of a hero hammer kind of feel where it's just like a bunch of units or a bunch of characters running around and there's no army to support them. So we did a lot of work on the characters to kind of bring them back in line with that in mind, like wanting to see them more. We did some cool things like giving players opportunities to add characters as attachments to units. So now your unit can be led by, Padawan, Ahsoka Tano, and those kinds of things.
Nice.
A lot of groundwork for where we're going in the future. We have a lot of really cool things coming. But I think the biggest one is if you've never played Legion before, or even if you played Legion but you've kind of stepped out and you want to get back in, we have these brand new starter boxes that are going to be coming out at the end of the year. We have them here. Those starters are single player, and they have a full recon level, which is a 600 points, so the smallest base level of the game. 600 point army in them, and they're $99.99 if you're in the States. So,
Okay,
incredible value. We crammed as much into them as possible.
About how many models come in one of those?
It's around 36 to 40, if 5, depending on the faction and things like that.
Nice.
It has all of the game material, so it has all your dice, all your tokens, all your cards, all that stuff. So it really is.
The only thing it doesn't have is the paint.
That's true. There's no paint, and of course you have to have a table with terrain,
Right.
set up to be able to play the game. But our goal was can we create the most comprehensive, full value starter at the lowest price possible to really get people the opportunity to give the game a real try, right? One of the things, having played miniatures games for the last 30 plus years, one of the things that always kind of irks me as a player is every time you get a starter or an intro box, it would be like, okay, this is kind of a taste of the game, but it's not actually the game, right? So
Right.
you get this box, and you're like, okay, now I can really experience the game. And what you find out is, no, you gotta get all these other DLC boxes
Right.
to really get the full game, right? It's like a jigsaw puzzle. It's always been my opinion and AMG's kind of goal to create all-inclusive starters. I want to be able to hand a starter to somebody and say, hey, this is literally all you need, right? This is it.
Playing right now.
I'm not gonna point you back to the wall and be like, you gotta go get this, you gotta go get that.
Right.
And we try to run that through, our Shatterpoint starter, our Crisis Protocol core set, and now with these single player Legion starters. So all you need is a starter box and a friend to play with who has their own starter, and you can get going right away. There are suggested army lists for your first games in those boxes, so you can just start playing in a balanced environment right out of the gate, which is really great for new communities, new players. And then obviously they have a lot of customization opportunities in them through the upgrade cards, the different ways you can build out your units that allow players, once they've played those couple of introductory games, to say, all right, now I really want to start to experience army building. What can I do differently? How do I want to evolve my tactics within my faction? So it's really been an exciting time. We've had some great response from people. We've got an awesome diorama set up to kind of be eye-catching all that. We've been running demos and learning to plays.
Yeah.
It's been a really great time.
Fantastic. Now, I remember a while back when you guys announced Shatterpoint.
Mhm.
Shatterpoint started to hit. I knew a lot of people were worried that Shatterpoint was going to replace Legion.
Yeah.
It is very encouraging to see you guys give that renewed attention to Legion.
100%.
Yeah, and it's also cool to see that there's room for both games, right?
Absolutely. No, I know that there was a lot of consternation, a lot of concern about like, is one trying to do the other? And one of the things we always try to make very clear, right, is like Shatterpoint is such a wildly different game experience than Legion ever was, right?
Right.
And our hope there is that we could create different experiences in the Star Wars galaxy for players who wanted to experience all of it together, other things, right? If you're not into large mass action, tactical, strategic games, maybe a lighter, more like frenetic and dynamic game like Shatterpoint with a very low miniatures count, right? You're just playing with like 7 to 8 characters on the table. You know, it's a little faster and furious. It's a little lighter too in terms of its tone and like the kind of like play style, right? Or you want that really deep, strategic, like crunchy, gritty war game that is Legion, right? And keeping those experiences separate and allowing different, you know, our big thing is like we just want to see the miniatures hobby grow. We want to see more and more people discover these amazing games, the art of the hobby, you know, the joy that comes from assembling and painting and then playing with your personalized collection and having different entry points and different game experiences to hit different palates, right?
Yep.
Like not everyone loves Mexican food because they're crazy. Not everyone loves Italian food. You want to have all those different flavors and those opportunities for people.
Yeah, and at Gamingtrend, we are definitely ramping up and expanding our coverage of the hobby side too. So definitely keep posted on there. Now, I have one more question about
All right,
Legion.
let's do it.
The new Legion stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Still compatible with the old stuff?
100%. So there are 2 ways that if you have a Legion army already and you're like just hearing about this for the first time, you're like, maybe I want to dust off the collection that I haven't played with a little bit. There are 2 ways to do it. One is completely free. In April, we posted literally all of the legacy cards updated to the new edition as print and plays on our website for free. Awesome. So you don't have to buy a single thing.
Right.
If you don't want to.
Not like the old upgrade kits from like X-Wing back in the day.
So that is option 2.
That's
So
option
if
2.
you're a person who loves having physical cards, right?
Yeah.
And I think all of us as gamers are kind of that person.
A little bit.
We did our utmost to try to make sure that updating your card collection for your miniatures, if you don't want to do the print and play option, is as painless as possible. So we have card upgrade packs that are available for veteran players to upgrade their collection. They are priced around 20 to I think 35, depending on how many cards are in them. We did it in a way that hopefully players will not wind up having to buy multiples and get extras that they don't need. So, you know, we kind of looked at it as if you're going to update your army in other systems for an edition change, you're looking at spending, you know, anywhere from $60 to $120 once you factor in all the different rule books and things that you need. Our goal was to really keep it to like 75 or lower. So we felt like that was kind of an okay ask for players. And again, you know, the benefit is that if you don't want to spend any at all to upgrade your collection, print and place for you. And we keep those things updated and everything else. So again, I always like to say, you know, at AMG, we don't sell cards, we sell miniatures, right? Those are the core of the game. It's the heart of everything we do. The cards are important because they let you play the game and they're important like gaming aids. But you know, I'm not here. Yeah, I'm not here to try to fleece people or get like a bunch of like cash by selling you cards or books or anything like that. I want you to get awesome miniatures that you're going to have in your collection. We're going to put cool games behind those, and then we're going to make sure that those stay constantly updated, that players always have access to them, and that, you know, there are a couple of different ways to get them depending on how you want to engage with them.
You know, and I know a lot of your players really appreciate not having to deal with the forced obsolescence thing. Not that I'm thinking about anyone in particular. So anyway, Will, that's great. So we've got the new starter sets, and you've got a whole bunch of other stuff as well.
Yeah. So there's 4. So each of the factions, Rebel Alliance, Galactic Empire, Galactic Republic, and Separatist Alliance, have their own single-player starter. Of course, there's all the card upgrade packs for legacy veteran players. And then we have a whole bunch of new things coming as well. So like in the case, we've got the brand new wheel bikes that are going to be coming out next year. They're amazing miniatures. Nice. Some of the ones that I'm most excited about. Dallas has been painting a General Grievous on the wheel bike. So one of the cool things talking about characters and bringing more characters to the game, with this, like the launch of the new edition and everything else, we have mounted characters for the first time. So we've got Grievous on a wheel bike, we've got Han and Luke on the Tauntauns as we see them at the start of episode 5, and there's more of those coming
Does Han
in the
have,
future.
like, a face like I thought they smelled bad on the outside?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, he's got that classic Harrison Ford grimace.
Got it.
We put a surprise miniature in the case that nobody knew was coming, which was Savaggio Press, which is a new character that's going to be coming out for the Separatist Alliance next year.
Nice.
So just a ton of cool new things. We've got new clone units. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be coming as the launch happens and everything else as we go through. So we're really excited. We got a lot of momentum behind it and a ton of surprises that are going to be coming out and revealed as we get through the launch into next year, especially at Adepticon and where we do our big roadmap and things like that. So
Fantastic.
yeah, just a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. And then with the other games, we've got a bunch of cool stuff coming. We also slipped in some surprise new Hulk characters for Marvel Crisis Protocol. So Red Hulk, the leader, and a brand new sensational She-Hulk that nobody knew was coming. So that was pretty fun. We got a bunch of the painted miniatures for the things that we had shown off previously into next year.
In red.
Stock up on green and red. I know, the Gamma guys are coming. And then, of course, we had a preview of the new squad for Shatterpoint from the Ahsoka Disney Plus show, which is the Balin Skull, Shin Hati, and the HK droids. Those are also in the case for the first time.
Wait, HK droids? Are you kidding?
Yeah. So the ones that you see in the show going
There
out
better
and
be
getting
a
things.
card labeled called meat bag.
Oh, well, that's a specific HK.
I know.
But yes, you are correct.
I mean,
meat bags.
Take the opportunity.
So our development manager, Michael Plummer, that is his favorite quote from all of Star Wars. So he says it quite a bit when he plays with the droids. He loves it.
Fantastic. Will, thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Definitely stay tuned to Gamingtrend. We are going to cover the heck out of the Legion releases. Andy and Alec are killing it. Go check out the site. Check out the tutorials and how to paint some Shatterpoint that we've been posting. And yeah, we're going to keep on bringing you all of the Atomic Mass coverage going forward.